litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems.
Menu narration option is set to off.
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today, it ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. Get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in it. End zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mayfield. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield now from the 50. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Throwing. Mayfield. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mayfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tight ends right. 3 down. Raider 1. Mike 51. Crunch time, defense. Smooth. Mike 51.
Here's Carr. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Big stop. Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
What down? 180. Here we go. Double tight. Hey, we got 3 down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
51's the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Now, Spike 51, Mike. 180. Hey, we're good. 185.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
He's not going to get me. Under 10. 10.
Mike 51.
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mayfield down, and he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go, dude. Hey, alert 33. Hurry! 50 is the money. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Kill. King. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Topper.
Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the... in line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, you got deep? 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Watch the slant.
To throw again. Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Deuce right, Chief. Hey, let's go.
Carr gonna throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 30-yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Point it right.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ball game.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10. as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
You're mine. We got it. Tight dog.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Carr to throw again. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Mayfield now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jacobs. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yep.
Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
Get ready.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert 3.
Carr gives to Richard. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Grant. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Watch twist.
On the ground, Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Again, it's Connor. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. Yellow 80. Yellow 80. Pick it up, G. Bang, 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 bang.
On first down. Connor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Check. Kill.
On second down now, it's Connor. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Now watch one.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
It's just me and you.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
Big 20.
He's coming. Double up.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They go back to Grant. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is Grant. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
734. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On first down, Richard, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
What down? 180. Wild Bill.
Now a give right side. It's Grant, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
so they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Grant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Jacobs now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, They put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Right there, 56. 50. Not today. Kill.
Again, a run with Connor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Grant. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Grant. And some room to work. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
What down? What ain't he?
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 43-yard line.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
No. Off.
On second down now, it's Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be before they get back at it again.